Hey folks, JJ coming to you from the downtown studio slash office slash headquarters of Jewitt Guitars in Cleveland, Ohio, which is, as you know, the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. If you ever get to Cleveland, make sure you go to the Rock. It's, well, amazing. And speaking of amazing, we've got an amazing guitar to show you today. Now, it's been a while since I've done a video for guitars. I think the last one I did was last fall. So I took a little bit of break over the winter, but I managed to get started and finish this just recently, this past spring or early spring, two amazing guitars. The first one I'm going to show you is the number one in the series, featuring the tree Mahogany. It was built for a local client here in Cleveland, Ohio. And he was kind enough to, well, basically provide the wood, at least the back and sides for these two builds. The very first one is a, well, I'll just show it to you. This, my friends, is an OMC, or Jewitt OM, cutaway, and that's a Florentine cutaway in there. And we paired this one with just a killer Swiss Moon spruce top. And this is like AAA graded, tested extremely well. Great tap tone across the entire board. And I don't know, I'll show some close-ups, but in the video I hope you can see some of that figure, and you know, it's got some nice silking and all that, but it's very clean, very, very white, and well, it sounds great too. And we paired this with the tree Mahogany. And this particular set is just killer because it's got that great kind of tortoiseshell figure, especially coming down that back strip there. Sides are just equally as impressive. And starting from the top, we put a lot of Brazilian on this guitar. Starting with a Brazilian peg head, or headstock cap, whatever you want to call it, with a gorgeous mother of pearl Jewitt inlay. My cat eye and diamond, it's kind of signature type of style now inlay here. And we've got a Brazilian fretboard, a Brazilian bridge, bone nut and saddle, and on this one, although I'm not showing it just yet, we have the Cosmo 510 Goto tuners with Brazilian tuner knobs, which will soon to be installed here. They just recently got here. I've got 2 1/4 inch spacing down here, 1 3/4 up here, so it's very traditional for fingerstyle or strumming, as I'm sure you'll hear. And coming around to the back, we've got just a very nice chocolatey brown Brazilian back strap, a one-piece mahogany bridge, a one-piece mahogany neck, Brazilian rosewood heel cap, and you'll probably be able to see it better when I get to the close-ups, but what I did was I used ebano binding, I used Brazilian rosewood binding. And for the purfling, I used a very small black and black purfling line sandwiched with some very flamed, nice curly maple. And if you look really close, you can see the flame and the curl in it going all around the back, all around the front, the top, into the cutaway. Just gorgeous stuff. And for this one, we just did a very traditional, although, you know, elegant Brazilian rosewood wedge. And that's bordered also by that really pretty curly maple purfling. I've got a arm bevel on here, which is kind of my signature now, my mini arm bevel. And I did this one in a different kind of rosewood, East Indian, because it had a little bit more color and figure going on in it, and it just offsets that Brazilian just enough to make it look really super cool and elegant. I don't go too wild with anything on the front of the fretboard. I just have nice, large mother of pearl side docks, so you can navigate the fretboard really easily. And I carved a fairly substantial volute on here, and I start the volute or end the volute right in the first position. So for you people that play up and down the neck, bingo, that's right there in your first position. I did carve a good portion of the heel away right here, so it gives you beautiful access up to the very upper frets here, and very comfortable. I want to say C shape, which flattens out a little bit more up around the 7th and the 9th fret, so that you've really got somewhere to plant your thumb. This is about 80 thousandths of an inch deep at the first, and comes up to maybe about 94 or 92 around the 9th and 10th. So there's not much of a taper on the neck, so it's very even playing all up and down the neck. Rosette is Brazilian rosewood, again surrounded by that black curly maple, black purfling. I've got a ebony sound hole binding, and there's beautiful, absolutely beautiful white maple purfling going up the fretboard, down here, and then it continues on up if you look at the side, on the side of the fretboard, and continues on up into the heel cap. All my peg heads are reinforced with, in this case, 2 more pieces of veneer. You have the head cap or the peg head itself, maple veneer, then you've got the mahogany, maple veneer, and then Brazilian. So you've got a very, very stable neck. Shouldn't have any problems with this. All my necks are stainless steel dual action truss rod, reinforced with 2 long strips of carbon fiber. So the neck is very, very stable. So let's give this thing a listen.